Who and what do you rely on? Who and what do you rely on? This is a video response back to you, Calvin, about the death of Kobe Bryant. Let me say this in very powerful email. I agree with everything you said, of course. But when you don't know who and what the Most High is, who and what man is, who and what the devil is, you will be lost and you will wind up serving anything. Um, Now, I'm not doing this video to talk bad about Kobe Bryant, at all. I believe he was very intelligent. Um, I believe he was one of the greatest athletes that ever played the game of basketball. From a young man who never went to college, that came straight out of high school, and just dominated in the NBA. But there's one thing to be some on the court, but what are you off the court? What's really going on behind closed doors? Who are you really serving? Once again, I'm not doing this to down talk or sound like a hater. These are facts. And I tell you why. A lot of celebrities, a lot of actors, a lot of athletes, a lot of comedians, a lot of rappers, a lot of some of your movie stars, some of your favorite people, if you would listen at them long enough, they will really tell you and show you the God that they serve. You got to catch it. And they can be good people. But see, I tell people all the time, you can be good and still miss heaven. But they will tell you what they believe in. Just like I told y'all when Will Smith would make all those comments, you know, and then you look at what his children was going through, what they was brought up in. Then you look at the marriage that he had with Jada, with Jada. You got to look at this stuff, and then you got to ask yourself, especially Hollywood. I call it Hollyweird. You got to realize that the Bible shows you that Satan is the God of this world. This is Satan's system. And you got so many people that serve mammon and not the Most High. That's why he say, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And he showed you how it's hard for a rich person to make it into the kingdom. He didn't say it was impossible. He said it would be hard. Because a lot of people put their trust in their money become their God. Now, like I say, I like Kobe. But, see, I don't just do videos like this without facts. Y'all know I'm always doing facts. I study, I listen. Because one thing I do, I listen to what people say. And I listen very closely. Back when Kobe was going through all that, when his wife was filing for that divorce, when he was accused of rape. Y'all know the story. Just make a long story short. But if you listen to Kobe long enough, Kobe said that he put his trust in that Catholic faith. Now, we all know about Catholic. He put more emphasis on the Catholic faith and the priest. He said the priest changed his life, got him through. He said he brought his kids up Catholic. Now, he was just at church 2 hours before he died. But if you listen at the whole thing that he says, he never recognized or tell you about the true Most High. He gave credit and honor to the priest. See, my brother James, you just hit me up with this email. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I got a few more emails about this same thing. And I tell you all the time, Like you said in the email, we don't suppose to question God. Yes, you do. I say that to people all the time. First of all, most of us have been taught wrong about God. I'm talking about the Most High, not Satan, the God of this world. We've been taught so backwards, you know, and just like when you say you fear him, it's not a fear of I'm scared if I don't serve him, he gonna strike me dead. He wants us to, the fear that we talk about is a different type of fear. It's a fear of reverence. It's a fear that you give him respect, you give him honor. You see what I'm saying? That's how he wants us to be toward him. That's why there's nothing wrong with questioning the Most High. It's how you question the Most High. Job did it. David did it. Hezekiah did it. David did it more than once. Others did it. Hezekiah reminded him. Moses did it. So it's when you get past the way we was taught growing up, there's nothing wrong with questioning the Most High. The Most High wants you to ask him questions. The Holy Spirit is also a teacher. What kind of teacher would allow you to ask questions? Old folks would say, boy, shut up. Don't you ever question God. That was a lie. As I got older and grew up, best thing I did was to question God in a good way. And I got my answers. Now, you might not get an answer right away all the time, but you'll get an answer. But that comes with spending time, in your relationship, not religion, not tradition, but your relationship with the Most High. Now, I'm going to say something here, and I'm not going to make this video too much longer because you was talking about Kobe. And I hear you in your email once again. I pray that a million people get ready to hear what I'm about to say right here. As a parent, you got to be very, very careful what you bringing your child up in. You can't play around with that. I'm going to say it again. You got to be very, very careful what you bringing your child up in. There are parents out here, a lot of celebrities, like I was just saying earlier, a lot of stars, actors, athletes. They are bringing their children up and serving the wrong God. Don't you know in the Old Testament, they got you killed, got your whole family wiped out. You cannot go against the Most High. Now, Kobe was very clear on who and what he served. He's not the only one. And then you got to understand, most of these celebrities, athletes, whatever you want to call it, what you see going on is a lot of rituals, death rituals. You see sacrifices. You see another one getting ready to move up the ladder. And then look at how much money they make off of them when they are dead. See, this world love Kobe. Many, 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 many worship Kobe Bryant just like they did Michael Jordan. You got people out here who love to worship not only athletes, but they worship entertainers, actors, comedians. They can tell you everything about them. But the person behind closed doors, are they repenting? And once again, as my title say, who and what do you rely on? For Kobe Bryant, he told everybody he relied on the Catholic faith. See, there is no way I would ever put a priest higher than the Most High. I don't need a priest. I don't need to confess when I mess up to a man behind the curtain that probably got more sins than I do. And I mean this out of love. See, all this stuff, that's when people start trusting in man. See, that priest can't get you there. You can do all the Hail Marys, however they do that stuff. You can. I don't put Mary higher than the Most High, and you got to be careful with that stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's why the plane went down. I don't know. I know it rains on the just as well as the unjust. I'm not gonna sit here like a lot of videos I've seen. I'm not gonna sit there and say, that's why the plane went down. Hey, whatever happened, happened. You know, I got my email blew up. What do you think about his daughter, JT? Do you think his daughter, where is she at now? I don't know. See, I'm real cautious on saying somebody didn't make it to heaven because I don't know what Kobe. I don't know if Kobe got it right between him and the Most High before that plane crash. I don't know. I mean, the helicopter crash. I don't know. I'm not the Most High, so I don't know all the answers. That's the best I can say on that. But I know you got to be very careful when you bring your children up and stuff. You got big debates about most of the kids that die like at age 13, 12, are they already in heaven? Or what's going on with that? When you study scriptures, like I say, Old Testament, you see a lot more of them, especially like anything that ended with the name, I'm gonna say ites. If you read the Bible, then you know what I'm talking about. And then you wonder why the Most High told Joshua to wipe them all out. See, that was back in the old covenant. He said kill them all, children and all. That sounds crazy, but you gotta understand why that was said and what went on. And then we live in a time now. It's just we live in the days of Noah. So everybody ain't human like you think they are. That's what blows most people mind. Because JT go talking crazy again. No, the days of Noah, everybody wasn't human. We living in them days. You got cloning going on. You got them fallen ones here making babies, children that look like they normal, but are demons. That's the part that nobody want to talk about. But you see, oh, she was so beautiful. He was so handsome, and you don't know what's going on. But one thing I will say: one day every knee shall bow, and every tongue must confess that He, the only true, only one. As Paul said, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Though we serve a jealous God, there should be no God before me. You can't play with your life, and you shouldn't play with your children's life. Now, people ask me all the time: Is do you believe Kobe changed? I'm not around. I wasn't around Kobe. See, this is why I don't like to make assumptions. If somebody got it right before they passed away, praise the Most High. But I don't know. I don't know, and I don't like to make assumptions. I can just only go off facts. Like I say, he was in church 2 hours before he died. But here's the question: what went on in them 2 hours? But we know what kind of church he was in. My question is, did he finally get it? I don't know, but I wonder, did he finally get it right and start talking to the right God? The God who can truly save him. You got to be careful with these religions, man. And it wasn't just Catholic. That's why I say if you listen to these brothers and sisters talk long enough, a lot of them will pretty much tell they sold their soul out to the devil. They'll show you the Illuminati. They'll show you the rituals. But the world loved Kobe. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna wrap this up. You can take this how you want to take it, but the Bible shows you when the world loves you, this world loves you. You gotta be careful with that. And if you love this world and everything of it, you have became an enemy to God. I was waiting just to hear Kobe recognize the God I serve, the Most High Yah, Yahweh, Elohim. I never heard it. Yahuwah. I never heard it. Never heard it. I never heard Yahshua. I never heard that. All I heard was the priest. He said through his roughest moments, his Catholic faith, the priest is what brought him through. I would be scared to say something like that because I know what brought me through my roughest times of my life. It was nothing but the Holy Spirit. So you can add up a lot of this stuff. You'll keep seeing sacrifices. That's why this world puts you in another category all by yourself. See, if you notice, and I mean this out of love, the talk was Kobe Bryant family. But what about the others? Did anybody pray for them? Did anybody go comfort them? Did anybody see that their families need anything? It was hushy about everybody else because this world is only focused on the star, the celebrity, the athlete, the one that's got the high standards. The others don't matter to them. Well, that's what I love about the Most High that I serve. It matters to the Most High. He's long suffering. He's doing all that he can that none should perish. But people are choosing to perish because they chasing this world. There's so much more I can say about the snake, the mamba, the black mamba, but this video will be too much longer. But you got to tie all your loose ends in together and put this puzzle together. So with that being said, that's my take on this, man. Who and what do you rely on? For him, as he said, this ain't what me. This is not JT making this up. This is what Kobe said. The priest got him through. He relied on his Catholic faith. Me and my big brother was talking about a year ago about a great comedian, and he was another one that told everybody how he don't believe in the Most High God. See, most of these people you love watching that you think ain't nothing wrong with, they got some serious stuff going on, man. So you just gotta, like I keep saying, this is why I came up with this, the Most High gave me this title. Who and what do you rely on? You either gonna choose the devil or you gonna choose the Most High. And that's all I can say on that. Y'all take care and have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Shalom.